Okay, so this is part two of you being able to manifest what your worth is, manifesting your value. And this is really about, I hear so many people talk, it's your beliefs, and your beliefs, and you believe you're not worth it, and your belief is this and that and the other, and that's all going past to experience. But to me, it's not your belief. You could believe that, which you should believe, that you're of value, you're of worth, you deserve clean water, fresh food, a safe place to live, and this is all something. And you believe that, you have the ability to thrive. So these could all be the beliefs you have. But what's the block in the way is the experience that you have when you were going to, so you say, for example, I was explaining, like, you had earned you were working in a job, and then you went to get paid, and your boss was, maybe some people that he wanted to kind of keep, in his little group or whatever, more than happy to pay them and pat them on the back. But when it came to, say, for example, you receiving, you could have done an incredible job, you could have stayed late, you could have, skipped breaks, you could have, bent over backwards for the company, you could have whatever it was for you, you could have really put in the hard work, and you deserved every penny of your wages. Not only were you not receiving your wages, but you were receiving like a little fraction of. So what I want you to do, and when you were receiving that, maybe they were given with annoyance, and that you were taken from them. So their energy with giving you that, so it's not your belief that you were worth it, but the energy, and you tune back into that, and you see where, people holding back, I can't pay you today, it'll be tomorrow, or you giving pennies, and people making a whole big deal about, oh, look at, I'm giving you, a small few pennies or whatever, and you should be so, so grateful, even though, like, you knew yourself you were worth 100 million times more. So it is about going into belief. So what I want you to do is, I want you just to close your eyes. I want you to slow your breathing down. Now, I may close my eyes in this so I can tap in and tune into your energy as well. So I want you really to tune back into your body, right? And I want you to see in the value of coins. You may see one, you may see a bunch of coins, whatever. You might not see anything. You might see food or whatever. Whatever receiving that you had received, what receiving looked like in your past. And I want you just to see this as a visual, okay? So this is going to be very, very, very different for everybody. Um, so I want you to tune into that. So what I want you to do, I want you to go over to just visualize that you're looking over to your right hand side. And I want you to see, it's like a white bird cage. And in that white bird cage, I want you to see all the things that were held back that you should have received, but they were all kept from you. So I want you to tune into that. Now, for some of you, you're getting a bad reaction in that. It's I'm showing coins, and almost just like, there's a spider in around the coin. So it's like this was very fearful for you to go and look for that. So firstly, I want you to tune in with that. If it's very dark, if it feels scary to look at things that were blocked from you financially, I want you to, all of a sudden, I want you to see a light coming in to the cage. And I want you to see that light is just gently swirling away um, all of the debris that's around the money. I want you to see it being washed. And it's almost like a river, gently flowing in. Almost see, like, they'd back in the day when they'd be sifting for gold. So all the debris has been washed away. Spiders, anything fearful around you accepting this money, I want you to see it just being washed away. Now the coin, the value of the wealth will remain, but it's everything that has been blocking you for receiving it. I want you to, now funny, as soon as I'm saying that now, I heard like click, click. It's like there was a lock. So I want you to take a really deep breath in through the mouth. And I want you to really blow out any resistance you have. And I want you to hear in your right ear, I want you to hear the click, click, the clicking of the door of the lock that was on that cage, that click now being opened. And that the money, it's almost like you're rescuing, a little innocent animal from, from an animal farm or something that was, you're doing a rescue. It's almost like you're rescuing it, and it wants to receive. So I want you to see that this money is literally this wealth, with what you perceive as wealth, it's just coming into your hands, and it is so grateful you've come back to retrieve it. I don't want you to see you embracing this as almost as it had a little personality, okay? So I want you to feel yourself embracing everything that was held back from you, and it's just really, really feel into that. And some of you might be getting a little bit emotional now in that, and that's okay. So we're just going to clear away the birdcage. And again, just take a deep breath in through the mouth, and then slow your breathing down. Allow yourself to accept what has been held for you, what wealth means for you. It might not even be coin. What has been held back from you, I want you to really feel it into your heart, okay? I feel for a lot of you too, it's in around the throat area. So if you have had to swallow a truth, accept, not being able to speak your truth on being, having your worth, I want you to see all of those blocks just clearing from your throat. So again, just breathe in through the mouth, and then just breathe out, and just see that resistance just leaving the body. Now for some of you, I'm literally seeing you just falling on your knees on the ground. It's like the relief. I want you also to see any negativity around receiving, that it's just, is it going to be a shutter put down between you and that, and that's just going to be loaded up into whatever. I'm showing it like an old cart, like an old back in the day, like a cart with the wooden wheels on it, like a horse drawn. So just see it all being put in that. This could be intergenerational. This could have been going on for a very, very, very long time for you and your family. I want you to see the negativity of receiving. I want you to see that being taken away. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. So I want you to see now the wealth, what you have now received, and I want you to allow it to join with the almost like allow that to heal the pittance that you have received, because it all needs to be healed. So I want you to bring in all the small pennies that was given to you in anger, but I want you to see these new coins they're all healing each other. And not only that, I want you to see every one of those coins with a little calculator, and they're going and I want you to allow all of those coins. Now you're thinking, okay, these guys are happy, all the negativity around them thriving has been released, they have been freed, and you're going to allow the wealth to multiply. So I want you to now really tune in on different ways that money and that wealth can start to multiply for you. Now it could be in a simple little way, and I'm showing it. It's a funny thing, and one of my girls, when they were little, they said, "Mom, I know how to make €1,000,000. What you do is you buy 1,000,000 pairs of socks and you sell them for 2." So some of you out there might be thinking of doing socks, and that's such a good idea. I might do that myself. But I'm showing this idea of socks. Just start thinking, start writing down all the fun ways. I want you to make it fun, the fun ways that you could start to receive, and just allow that to come in, okay? So go back to this as many times as you want. If you feel that your friends, your family can really benefit from this, please do share it. If you'd like to comment on what came up for you on that, I would really appreciate that. And do feel free to subscribe. I think we're all here to help each other, and have a fabulous day. Okay, this is Joan. I do private one-to-one readings as well on alchemy that are very powerful, just saying. Okay, love you, bye.